David Williams Slime, Chapter 22. The kids from Twaddle School were still crying beside the ruin when Ned returned in his airship made of slime. Kids, called out Ned, I told you I would be back, and I've brought ice cream. They all cheered as Slime and Ned descended. Slime set the ice cream dispenser down on a boring block of stone that grown-ups claimed was once part of Mulch's medieval fort. The posh children all rushed over to the big metal box of Mr. Whippy. Ice cream, they cried. Slime was now back to his blobulous self, sitting next to Ned on a mossy stone. The friends shared a smile at the other job well done. In an instant the cheers of the children turned to silence. Excuse me, but where are the cones? Asked one. Oh, sorry, we didn't think to bring any cones, replied Ned, rather taken aback. And I'm partial to a chocolate flake, remarked another. Well, we didn't really have time to. And the hundreds and thousands, inquired a third. Ungrateful little, began Slime. Shush, said Ned. They all cried together. Now, we are not going to have any ice cream, moaned one. This trip has gone from bad to worse, whined another. Take me back to double mass, said a third. Slime rolled its eyes. I've got a good mind to take the ice cream dispenser and shove it. Shush, said Ned. Look, kids, all you have to do is flick a nozzle and it's an ice cream party. Ned did just that, and the soft white Mr. Whippy ice cream splurged out. It splurged all over Ned and Slime. It splurged all over the children. It splurged all over Mulch's medieval fort. In no time everyone was covered in the stuff. They looked like snowmen. Ice cream party, cried one, licking the ice cream off her nose. This is the best day ever, cried another, scooping handfuls of ice cream off the top of her head and shoving them in her mouth. I still would have liked a flake, muttered a third tearfully. I'm dairy intolerant, remarked a fourth. Is there a vegan option? You can't please everyone, muttered Ned. It certainly seems that way, Slime replied. Where next, my friend? The day is coming to an end. Ned instantly knew where. Everything today has been leading up to this. This is the last one, and it's going to be dangerous. I love danger, Slime replied. Chapter 23. Are you allergic to cats? Asked Ned. It was an important question. Aunt Greta had 101 of them. Not that I know of, said Slime. Then let's go, exclaimed the boy. Do you have a preferred mode of transport? Surprise me, said Ned. Slime smiled and translimed into a flying saucer. Flying saucer, exclaimed Ned as he watched the thing spin and spin. I suppose I was thinking of cats. Cats drink out of saucers. You are clever. I know, agreed Slime. Slime picked the boy from the floor and placed him on top of the flying saucer. Which way, Ned? It asked. The boy was spinning round on top of the saucer and beginning to feel more than a little dizzy. However, he could see his aunt's colossal castle sitting proudly on the tallest hill on the island. That way, he said, pointing in every direction. You mean the castle? Asked Slime. Yes. So who lives there? The person who owns this wretched island, the one who loves children more than anyone, my Aunt Greta. She sounds delightful, joked Slime. Delightful is not the first word that springs to mind. So I take it that you're not close. Close? I haven't seen Aunt Greta in a long, long time. Well then, we need to pop by. The slime flying saucer spun faster and faster through the sky with poor Ned clinging on for dear life. Chapter 24. There are cat ladies and there are cat ladies. Aunt Greta Greed was a cat lady. She had over 100 of them. Aunt Greta and her 101 cats lived in a remote castle. It stood high on a hill overlooking the entire Isle of Mulch, which she owned. Because of her obsession with cats, Aunt Greta had named her home Kitty Litter Castle. The grand old lady wore long flowing dresses with dotted images of cats. Whenever she walked, she clanked because she was drowning in jewelry. All Aunt Greta's jewellery was of course cat-themed. Cat brooches, cat earrings, cat rings, cat bracelets, cat pendants, cat watches, and she even had a cat tiara. On her walls the lady had the most extraordinary collection of artwork. As long as you liked cats, there were the cats were often rendered in recreations of famous paintings. But there weren't just paintings of cats. Oh no, there were also statues of cats everywhere, in bronze, silver, and gold. Here was a statue of a cat playing with a ball of wool. Here was another of one curled up asleep. As Aunt Greta had 101 cats, she couldn't possibly remember that many names, so she decided to name every single one of them Tiddles. Tiddles, it's dinner time, she would call, and 101 cats would charge towards her, sweeping her off her feet. Cats were Aunt Greta's only friends. The lady didn't like people. She didn't trust them. Even though Ned was her nephew, she never ever saw him, or her niece, Jemima, or even her younger sister, their mother. That is because Greta had come into a large inheritance from a long lost relative. It was millions upon millions upon millions. And, and greed wasn't sharing a penny of it with anybody. There was a huge sign outside the castle that read, "Trespassers will be eaten by cats." If this wasn't enough to put you off trying to get in, then the lack of drawbridge over the moat. Years ago, Aunt Greta Greed burned it, and it sunk to the water below. With no drawbridge to the castle, nobody could come near. Greed would be left all alone with her riches, and of course, her cats. These pampered creatures sported sparkling diamond-encrusted collars, devoured caviar, and slept on silk sheets in four-poster beds. In the event of her death, Aunt Greta was planning to leave Kitty Litter Castle and all its contents to you. You've guessed it, her cats. There were times when those close to Aunt Greta begged for her to help them, for a morsel of food, for somewhere to sleep for the night, or for a penny to help anybody, even those in desperate need. Even Ned, when he needed some new tires for his wheelchair, had been spurned by his wicked aunt. All were, as were all the children of the island. One day a group of children plucked up the courage to ask, "Please may we play a game of football on one of the fields you own?" Without a word to them, Aunt Greta set her 101 cats on the charge. Tiddles attack. Needless to say, the children never asked again, but they never forgot her cruelty, and neither did Ned. Chapter 25. The slime flying saucer spun through the sky. It spun so fast that poor Ned couldn't hold on any longer. One by one Ned could feel his fingers lose their grip. As the flying saucer flew over Kitty Litter Castle, the boy felt himself flying through the air. He screamed. Slime chased after him, but Ned was spinning so fast it couldn't catch him. He tumbled through the air into the castle's moat. The boy sank deep under the water. He couldn't swim. Unless Slime did something, and fast, Ned would be no more. Slime dived down into the moat and came back up with some kind of sea monster with a soaked Ned rising on its back. Needless to say, as it was wet, the monster was slippery. Ned couldn't hold on. He cried as he slid down the monster's back, and just as he was about to fall off completely, the monster swished its tail and sent the boy flying through the air. Ned flew straight over the wall of the castle. Below him Ned could see the castle courtyard getting nearer and nearer. It was a swarming sea of cats, cats of every size and every colour. Black cats, white cats, ginger cats, grey cats, red cats, blue cats, even one of those weird bald cats. Any moment now the boy was going to land right on top of them. "Help!" he screamed.